time to use this. Oh, just got stuck in my chair. Against Manchester United as welcome back, guys, to the next episode. Episode 2 of Season 6 of the Grimsby Town to Glory. FIFA 21 Road to Glory, or Grim to Glory. As today, like I've just said, we have one of the biggest games in our history. So smash the like button if you haven't already as we go into today. As I'm going to get onto the comment section as well. As you can see, if you haven't seen the last episode, which you should have done, no real spoilers there though. We lost our first game emphatically in the Premier League against a team that probably were the easiest team we were going to play all season. So it isn't good how we've started the league going to bottom, as we have 3 games today. Still a transfer window in play as well, which we are going to go 5 hours, I think, into deadline day, and then leave 5 hours for the next episode, so we have plenty of time to evaluate our signings. As we have Southampton first, I'm going to play all 3. Usually I sim one of these, but I'm playing all 3 with Manchester United away afterwards, and then West Ham away after that. So it might be a bumper episode, this one, but with the loss we took in the first episode, I am not holding back. I need to try and figure out a way to get points. And the first comment from O2 Hazard. I always listen to these guys' comments, Eric, as he has some great suggestions, but they're always a bit long, so I can't fit them on the screen. Sorry if this one is halved, though, Hazard, but I am going to look at the second half, where it says second priority, first being goalkeeper, should be an attacking winger. Buendia from Norwich. I mean, we've already stole Todd Cantwell. They're a team that did not get promoted and have really good players in the Championship, so if he has not moved already, I would like to look at him. But then again, I haven't really played him again before, and Wamatubituka, if I can say that name, Koulibaly, and Kobel, like really good players who can grow to the low 80s. So I think that is some great suggesting right there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they haven't improved drastically, so they're too good for us even in the Premier League. So we're going to have to look into all of them. Next comment is from JBack Gaming, which really intrigued me. Nothing to do with signings or this career at all, but I love questions out of the blue. Literally, ask me my favourite film and I'll answer it in this press conference. Are you going to play next generation FIFA? Yes. Hopefully I am. I don't even know, but it potentially could be on the PlayStation 5. I'm looking into that one more than the Xbox at the moment, because this is causing me a few problems, but maybe suggest which one's better. I don't know, but it will be quite a while until I get it. Maybe FIFA 22 that it comes out, because COVID, I don't really have a job at the moment to earn the money to buy one, so once I get the money, hopefully it'll come through the door. And we've got another suggestion on a goalkeeper. Chevalier from Football Friendly, pretty sure that's his name. Hopefully it is, because I'm just going to look that one up, as he's a replacement for Forster. Yep, Forster's gone. We need a keeper, preferably before Southampton, and he looks like a really good name. He's a young keeper. I've already looked into him before, but again, I can't spell his name, so I'm going to have to search very hard to get him on this career mode. So yeah, really good name, the French keeper. As we really need to right some wrongs at the moment, I've got goalkeepers being scouted already. We've got 55 million still in the budget, with 103 in the wage, which I think is completely fine. And we need to sign someone before this game. This might be a 6-pointer already early on in the season. Southampton have lost the first game, and we play them next. That's a couple of days in, and Mark Gehi transfer offer, 25 million from Monaco. Or he's actually a really good player, but then again, do I want to stop players from going higher up when it is realistic for them to go high up? No, but I do want more money than that. I think 35 million is a good offer for Mark Gehi. It didn't cost us much at all from a relegated Swansea, so we're making profit either way, but I don't want to sell him for that much. He's an integral part into the season this year. 35 million is what I'll offer. They are not going to look into that. I'll offer 30 if that's any better. Actually, I don't know if Chevalier's from Monaco. I don't think he is, though. So 30 million, they're not going to accept. Let's look at the players. And they've got Ike Benassa. They've got some decent players like Jorginho. They've got Felipe Anderson as well in the other positions, but they don't have a centre-back, and I would like to swap a centre-back for a centre-back. So I'm going to be cheeky. I'm asking for the same amount of money. I'm not lowering it for them. I mean, I think I had to put add-ons, so just 30 bang on, and they are going to reject it. Right, I want to let players go when it's realistic to go for them to go to higher clubs, but when they're not paying the money that they are worth, I'm not just going to accept it at all. 81 rated, probably not even in his prime yet, so I'm not letting him go for that much. I know I'll let Serescu go for 82, but I feel like Mark Gehi really has significant potential for the future. So we're getting a loan offer in here, and a couple of player chats. Got another offer as well from Mark Gehi, this time from Leicester, who might be willing to pay. So Brendan Rodgers, do us a favour here, 35 million straight up, or I'll be looking into your players, Sonny Jim. As will they accept this? No, they just won't move with them. So let's have a look at the players. Have they got any decent players? Player swap, centre backs. is what I want to look at. Mubella, Stefan de Vrij a good one. He would really help in the early season. Sam Hughes, he's too past it. Actually, looks like Leicester's passed it altogether with the team. No wonder they finished low down. Oh, midfield's quite strong though. I don't think we'll be swapping any of them for our play. Hamza Chowdhury's decent. But yeah, I'm not interested in any of those players. I want to get players who are going to fit the Grimsby system this season. So I'm going to offer 30. That is my final offer, Mark, or Brendan, whichever one's paying. I don't think Matt Gahey would pay for his own transfer, as I'm going to reject that. Not paying enough. So that ain't going to go very well. Simon Bakker, here's an offer from Bostavisa. We'll go for a 1-year loan with that. As Matty Pollock as well there. I negotiated the 1 year with Atlanta, so he's going to be going out on loan there. As Dowell's got a question. What's he asking here? Got a lot on the mind, but there's something in the dressing room. I'll sort it out. Maybe it's the need of a keeper. However, still not close to getting one, I don't think, as a couple more teams must have played later on, because West Ham and West Brom are now in the relegation zone. Southampton, yes, haven't won still, so they haven't played an extra game, which I don't know why I thought they actually had then. So that's as good for us, as we get a scout report back on a couple of keepers. Love it. And he is 75 rated. Right, I don't think it's that high, but then again, I think it's decent. A French keeper, bit realistic, yeah, coming to the Premier League. I know he's at Lille, he's played us in pre-season. Maybe we had a chat with him in the tunnel or something to get him to come to us, and hopefully he will come to us, as that is the keeper I think I am set on right now. If not, we'll have to go for a backup like Puerta Puindeda, who looks good, but again, I don't want 2 regen goalkeepers. So we will offer to buy. We're not going to pay the release clause. Hopefully we can get him cheaper. Being money savvy, as we'll offer 10 million. I think 10 million should be accepted. His value is lower than that, so 10 million easily accepted. Probably could have got lower, but goalkeeper priority. We need to just get this guy in. I don't care about any other position really at this moment in time, and I really didn't want to bottle that one as well. So we'll pay that. It's below his release clause, which is decent. So now onto the squad role rotation, even though it's going to be first choice. No, he wants important. At least it's not crucial, as we will accept that one. 5 years on the contract is perfect. Accept that as well, as we want him to make the move to town as quickly as possible for this Southampton game. No release clause is fine, and the wage is actually quite decent. 20k, so I'll accept that. 5 clean sheets gets a bonus. Hopefully he can keep 5 clean sheets in this league, so I'll accept that. So that is absolutely brilliant. Cunningham, you were brought in for literally seconds on that bench, mate. Back to 5th choice, as Chevalier is going to be the goalkeeper, and he makes up the French league. I think he's the first French player we've had in the team, apart from Gassio Traore, which is very decent. He's going to be a starter keeper, of course. Let's have a compare of him to Gretesen. Yeah, handling and speed is better on Gretesen, but he's still yet to grow, and I think he's a perfect first choice for the first Premier League season. It's glorious to have him in before the Southampton game, which we really need him for. But one thing I am going to do before the Southampton game, which hopefully gives us luck, I'm not going to really explain it, I'm just going to show you it in 2 seconds as we get another offer in for Mark Gahey. I mean, I don't see Torino paying any more than 25 million, so I am going to reject that one, as we might have to put a release clause on him. If someone paid that, I'd be fine with that. Another keeper, too late Christian Walton, we've already got one in, but let's get to what I said I would do, which is this: make the manager smart. Of course, we're in the Premier League now. He was rugged in a tracksuit all the way through the Championship, League 2, League 1, but now he's got that suit on, and he's got that striped tie, which I absolutely love, with the Grimsby logo on it as well. That is perfect, and it's even took his manager rating up, I guess. Fresh look, fresh face, fresh rating, as I'm going to show you the team for Southampton right now, and you can guess who's in net already. Chevalier comes straight in, I think that's how you pronounce it, with Stacey, Mark Gahey, Ivan and Mola in the defence. Todd Cantwell's not injured for long, so he's back in the team, with Dowell Pope starting above Hove, because of course I want him to be the captain, which I'm going to change in a second, with Osborne, Florian Balogun coming in for another start as well, because Jeff did not play well against Palace, and Antonie Semenyo, who is great. So we're going to make Pope the captain. There we go. I think he's 18 or 19 now, year old, as the captain of Grimsby Town. He's been through the academy. As how is Southampton doing? Have they played? Not Southampton, the other teams. Fulham have played, and West Brom, which are now below us. Still 6 teams without a win. Hopefully we can be with a win, or just a point against the Saints. And it is, in fact, our first game at Blundell Park, isn't it? Our first Premier League game at the Fortress. Well, hopefully soon to be a fortress, really need to make it one as we need good results here. And here we go, the Southampton, the Saints, look, have they changed from last season? McCarthy in goal, Walker Peters, Jack O'Connell, Alderweireld and Benasabene at the defence with Arujo, Will Smallbone, Maximovic and Usri, Patrick Cutrone and Bustos. I think that's similar to the Cup team we played. I mean, there is no Ryan Brewster who's gone to Lazio, who scored all 3 goals against us, so at least we're probably not going to get humbled that way, or courtesy of him, so that's just a benefit for us. As Osborne, that was dodgy from you, Kieran Dowell, all the way through to the keeper, and that's a weird ping. There's a player down as well, as it's a early bit of risking that from the keeper Chevalier, and an injury for, I think it's Will Smallbone, I don't know, but early change for Southampton and Hassan Hootel's men. And in fact, it's Patrick Cutrone, so they are without their main striker, I'd say. I don't know much on that Bustos, but that benefits us, although I don't like to say that when there's injuries, as Pope now has the ball. Can we score the first goal here? It would be great at Blundell Park. Balogun into Semenyo, tries to turn out, and O'Connell, good tackle. 150 career wins as well, this will mark our first win in the Premier League, so that is a great achievement if we can get it, as Dow with a good turnout there gives it on to Brandon Pope, who was on the stretch to get it to Osborne. 10 minutes in, very even game here. At least we're not as nervous as we was last time against Palace, as Bustos gives it into Will Smallbone. Now he's got a run through the middle of Bustos, and a great save Chevalier on his debut. And half an hour in, at least we're surviving a little bit here. Osborne in the middle to Balogun, who always looks like he can set off on a run, so I am liking how he is in the Premier League. Onto him again now. Semenyo with a good run. Going to use it as a dummy. Balogun with a good turnout and a good tackle from O'Connell. Ref, just give a handball for something stupid. I beg you. Just give us some help. And Maximovic, it's been a bit dull against the Saints in this first half, but I'd say they've just slightly edged it, probably on possession as well, as it's a good shot there off the inside of the post, and Chevalier, that could have been a different story. That could have been his counterpart Meslier when it hit his back and went in the net against Wolves. Very, very close to an opening goal for the Saints. However, we're on the counter-attack. It's Ben Osborne running forward. Balogun free in the middle. Florian Balogun just taps it in. And we have a lead in the Premier League for the first time. Our first home goal. And this guy, who literally just got signed before the Palace game, is making a lot of Grimsby history. I'm liking him already, Balogun. Yeah, great tapping for him. Just in the middle, ready for it, as that is great running from Osborne. I've slated him a lot. That was good. First time tapping past McCarthy, who is too old to get down for it, and we lead at home against the Saints, who have kind of battered us. That is glorious, absolutely glorious, but could it be more before half-time? We have learnt from this first game, haven't we, boys? As Balogun with another run is going to hold it back, try and find someone on the edge in Osborne, who tries to shoot. Just try and get 2 before half-time, but the whistle's actually gone right now, as it's 1-0 against Southampton. Great goal, great timing of it as well, as our counterparts next game, Manchester United are 1-0 up against Burnley at Turf Moor. Not going to think about that though. 3 points here would be huge. So, have to keep on battling as Pereira has the ball in the middle. Can we get across and make a tackle? We do. Mark Gay, that's perfect. Mola to whack it away. I don't know how he's on a yellow card as well. Literally nothing happening in the first half. No fouls or anything. As Ivan steps across to get that. Dowell now into Pope, and that's a terrible ball from the captain now. Will Smallbone forward to Bustos. He's got men running off him in Smallbone, who whacks it into the back of the net. It's level again against the Saints, and it's a very sloppy goal to concede. Captain Brandon Pope, please don't say he's got an eye on another move, please, because I'd love to keep him here, but when he does stuff like that, I think Hove warrants being in the team, because that was terrible. Will Smallbone left through the middle as well. Ivan and Mark Gay crossing paths at the wrong time, as Chevalier had no chance. It was way too far into that corner. 1-1. Back to having a game on our hands, but don't let it be momentum. It's in the middle, and Pereira just made it 2. Out of nowhere, Southampton have just turned it around, and we look just shattered. I don't know what's up, boys. Why have we just conceded 2 in 2 minutes there? Why have we gone from leading and being really good to losing now? It's a good ball out wide, and Mark Gay, has he got a move on his mind? Because he's just let the man straight in front of him, and he might be at fault for both goals. Chevalier, maybe just saw it late as it was hit first time with some venom, but unacceptable, boys. We've bottled a lead. And Florian Balogun now onto Antonio Semenyo as we're trying to still fight for another run on. He does make a little bit of a move there, and Semenyo, that's a great one. Is he onside? He is. Semenyo, backheel that to Balogun, backheel it again into Hove, and it's in the top bins. That man comes off the bench. He has been so good for us, and it's 2-2 at Blundell Park. What a game for the home fans to see as our first Premier League game. The Norwegian, who's been even better without Gretarsson, it's got to be said. hammers in another goal. Great, flies into the top corner. Alex McCarthy, absolutely no chance, as the number 17 makes it 2 apiece. What a game. What a game this has been. However, Ivan's been beaten to the ball there by Pereira. Boys, let's just not let them have chances. Look at the skills this guy's pulling out the locker. He's confident. Now he's scored, but we have got the ball here. Todd Cantwell, who's gone really missing in this game, to be fair to you. Not done well as the 82 rated, as we've given the ball away again. Eggestein onto Bustos. Just need to try and sit back a bit. Like I said at the start of today, I would take a point, even though we were in a leading position, as Jack Stacey does well to come across there. It's Mola on the ball into the middle now, onto Hove, onto Pope. Can we try and get a counter on through Ben Osborne on this wing, if we could pass to him? And the Saints with the late pressure again. It's into Pereira. Ivan doesn't step across right, and oh no! Southampton are going to win the game. Look at the bodies. We're all on the ground as this is bottled. This is bottled. This guy, though, who is he? I don't have a clue who he is, but he's come on for Cotrone and owned the game. Skillful like mad, and it just sends Ivan. Completely sends Ivan. I think I need to pull some skills out of the locker soon, because being hammered. Being absolutely hammered. I think having a keeper has helped us, of course, but it hasn't helped us get the result in the grand scheme of things. The team has to be better in this circumstance, and this is 7 goals conceded already. Maybe we need another defender in the club. Mark Gehi might not be able to do it alone, as Semenyo, though, we can't get it around the corner, and I don't think there's going to be another chance after that. I think it's going to be a 3-2 loss to Southampton here for our first game at Blundell Park. I've gone ultra attacking, but we just can't get the ball off the Saints, as Kyle Walker-Peters gives it back to Jack O'Connell, goes forward to Eggestein, and there we go. The full-time whistle has been blown. 3-2 to the Saints. I mean, I'm disappointed, sure, but I think there's more positives to take out of that one than there was against Southampton, as we just need to swiftly turn around before Manchester United. I don't have a clue how, but it's took us to top of the relegation spots. West Brom, Burnley and Fulham look like the team was going to be scrapping with a little bit. As Southampton warranted the points, as Cotrone is out for 7 months. He only lasted a minute in that game. And I would like to get more business done before Manchester United, but is it going to require someone going out? Jordan McEwen, I won't mind a loan deal for him though, so we will delegate this one for 1 year. No offers for Matt Gay for one, so that's good, as we've got stuff coming back as well. And I'm looking in the squad hub to see where we really need to improve, but to be fair, there's no position in particular. I think it's just quality now over quantity. But saying that, I do want to make one more backup option, which was suggested a couple of episodes ago. He should be right at the bottom of this list. Yes, Terrell Egby. It looks pretty decent, although they don't really want to sell him. Come on, to a Premier League club, Southend. Come on, 70 rated, but they're not going to do it in the end, so I think right midfield would be another position I want to bolster as backups, because Barry Leach is playing more centrally at the moment and doing okay, although he's dropped off the bench. He's going to move on again. Oh, and a loan offer for him. That's perfect from Sheffield United in the league below. I think that is perfect, perfect, perfect. So we'll let Barry go out there, as I don't think there is any more business we can do before the biggest game of the season, probably. However, we've got another offer in here. Mike Gehi, Arsenal, right. I don't know if this is one I can reject. Even if we don't get the money, he's going to want to go to Arsenal, isn't he? So, I hate to say it, but maybe we need another centre-back. Absolutely hate saying it, as I've checked the players as well. No one I really want in them players. But then again, Arsenal don't spend much money, I don't think. So I don't know if any of them are going to pay more than he's worth. They've rejected 35 million. 30 million, though, Arsenal should be paying. So I'm going to try this. And are they going to accept that? No. I mean, because it's Arsenal, he's probably going to want to go. I am going to lower it a little bit. So 27.5 is the lowest I'm going to go. And they're going to walk away on that. I think that's really reasonable. I'm not even going to budge on that. That is stupid. So I think Mark Gehi not getting any offers in of real goodness. I think I'm going to give him a contract. I'm going to give him a contract. 27k a week. And we are signing him up for 3 more years at the club. So yes, all these offers from bigger clubs may be realistic for him, but he's decided to put his future here, and I love it. However, still getting offers in for him, but PSG now, and they're actually offering more. Just give him a contract, for goodness sake. So why are you doing this to me? As I don't know why I went Scottish there. I'm going to try and get more out of PSG though. Paris should be able to pay more, as I don't know who's in charge. It doesn't look like Pochettino, but let's have a look. Can we get 40 million? 40 million is a good offer for Mark Gehi. Even though he's just signed a 3-year contract, I will be able to let him go for that if you give me enough money. So, are they willing to... They are willing to pay that. Get in! That would be the biggest amount of money we've ever got, as Jordan McEwen going out on loan as well. And Vokins, 7.5 million from Burnley isn't that bad. Maybe we could recall Ben Jackson to sit on the bench. Jake Vokins hasn't really played much, so I think I'm going to try and get 10 million, but that would be decent. Yes, mate, feel free to go if you're going to go for 10 mil. Burnley, are they going to pay it? They are. Yes, it's selling to a rival in the relegation, but we have another left back we can bring back, and that is 10 million back into the budget, which is a lot of money. I mean, we paid for our keeper with that. Of course, like I just said, I am going to recall Ben Jackson. He hasn't got much time out on loan still left, but I am going to recall him for this Manchester United game. Don't want an injury in this, and he's probably going to be on the bench for it. He is lower rated than Vokins, but I think he is lower in age as well, so that is a great thing. Although we've got Marsh on the bench, yeah, I think I'll just leave Marsh, to be fair. He is higher rated, as this is going to be the team for Manchester United. Chevalier in the net with Stacey McGahey making his last appearance, I think. Ivan and Mola in the defence. Todd Cantwell, Dal Pope and Osborne in the midfield, with Florian Balogun and Antonio Semenyo still as our strikers, and doing pretty decent, all things thought about. I mean, we are struggling defensively, and they are keeping us by scoring in every game so far. Here we go, second place Manchester United at Old Trafford. This is by far the biggest game we've had away. Manchester City, might be a bit of debate there, which Manchester club is better in this save, but I don't have a clue. I just want to see this Manchester United team, as Rashford's the one to watch. I think that was a given really though, that as Manchester United's team. Cragno in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Ferro, Dayot Upamecano and Thomas Tavares, with Dele Alli and Goncalves sitting, Mason Greenwood, Odegaard and Rashford, with Anthony Martial up front. It's changed drastically defensively. No Harry Maguire, Kyle Walker even on the bench, Julian Brandt, who I loved in my Dortmund save, so it ain't going to be easier than Southampton, I'll tell you that. So what have United got in store? I mean, we've got the ball straight away though. We've actually got the ball at Old Trafford. Ivan to pass it sideways to Mark Gehi, now on to Brandon Pope in the middle, gives it across to Dallin Semenyo. Make that run, make that run. We could have an early lead here against Manchester United. Semenyo hit that right, and we do! We lead at Old Trafford! What a big goal that is, and Antonio Semenyo provides it! What has just happened? We've just nicked the ball from kickoff and scored against Manchester United immediately. How the heck has that just happened? Cragno could not get low enough, the Italian stallion in the net, as Antonio Semenyo just puts it beneath him and carries on his form from the Championship. Grimsby Town 1, Manchester United 0. As what a start that is for the club. Of course, Bruno Fernandes not even at Man United anymore. Maybe that's doing them bad, as Ivan collects the ball from Odegaard. Pressure still on here from Pedro. We love conceding once we've scored, as they actually don't get a penalty for that little foul here. Chevalier going to whack it out to the left. Not a good ball towards Cantwell, into Odegaard. Good ball onto Anthony Martial with a turn onto Pedro. Good tackle. Oh, and he's gave it as a penalty. Can you believe it? And it's a straight red. No, it isn't a red. Mark Gehi on his final game for the club getting sent off immediately after we've just scored. How has this happened? Oh, he doesn't even contact him with his legs. Oh no. Oh no, how has this just gone so sourly? It was so good 2 seconds ago as Marcus Rashford against Chevalier. Can he save a penalty? No, he can't. It's 1-1 straight away, and it's us with 10 men. It's going to be difficult. Not in front, but God, what they've done to us now. They've completely sunk us. Rashford down the middle. And I need to get a defender on. And on he comes. Osborne, I'm going to sacrifice the right midfielder. Still going to keep 2 up front. And here he is. Phil Jones making his Grimsby Town debut against Man United. So hopefully we can somehow recover from that. Todd Cantwell in the middle. Gives it to Clinton Mola. Still, the fullbacks are going forward. Into Todd Cantwell again. That's a dodgy touch. Wan-Bissaka comes across to cut it out. And now Dele to give it forward onto Martin Odegaard. We've just got to try and sit back a little bit. I don't want to get caught by Man United. A first point against the Red Devils would be superb. Still doing decent though against Manchester United. We've got no right midfielder, so Stacey's got a job cut out for him on that wing, but we're going to go down the middle instead. Bluff them. A Semenyo for 2. Tries to chip Cragno, and he's in again. We lead at Old Trafford through Semenyo with 10 men. Oh my days, this is turning out pretty good for us. Still, I know there's plenty of time to go, but this is actually feeling easier than Southampton and the rest, as that is a good ball through the middle. It's a good touch, and this guy just is known for his chips. I will say it again. Chips, anyone? And Martin Odegaard, though, at the end of this first half with a good run on there. Good piece of skill. We've got to try and get a tackle in And it's a good job we didn't give a penalty away. Mola slides as Todd Cantwell give it forward now onto Semenyo. Over the top looking for Florian Balogun. The keeper's not going to get there, you know. As, come on, get there before Upamecano. He does still have the ball and a great touch around Wan-Bissaka as Balogun to try and run down the centre. Go for a finesse from range. And it tested the keeper. And at half-time, we're in front of Manchester United. Yes, we are beating the Red Devils at Old Trafford with 10 men. You could not write it. This is the best game we've ever played. So let's defend, boys. It's Anthony Martial through straight away, though. And he can't get the crossing. Phil Jones having a right game, to be fair, since we put him on for Mark Gehi, although that was a bit of a dodgy pass. Maybe he could just replace Mark Gehi. He's been decent. He's been very decent, although gets nutmegged there. Onto Odegaard. Martial making the run around. He's trying to skill through the middle as Sorio now picks up on it. Just push him out wide. And Jones with another good tackle. And Anthony Martial now is going to run on from, I don't know who it was, maybe Greenwood or Dele Alli. But we've cut it out with Ivan. And now we're gone on the clock. And please don't be a corner. It might be, you know, and I think it is. Yes, Manchester United with a chance here. Right. Let's just stand strong defensively. It's in towards the front post. Dele Alli falls over. Dele Alli here with another run on for Manchester United. I don't know how he's ended up there. Passes it back into Anthony Martial this time. Get a good tackle in, Stacey. And he does with 15 minutes to go in this game. Florian Balogun making a move out wide to make room for Semenyo in the middle. But if he can run around him, that'd be good. The partnership these two have is insane as it's on to Johan Hove off the bench. Could he get another goal? 2-in-2 hits the post. And Semenyo for a hat-trick. It's done now as we have beaten Manchester United surely at Old Trafford. It's a tap-in. I don't care. Beautiful work from Johan Hove. And we lead by 3. Voice is doing the thing where it goes squeaky, but I don't care as look at that. Hove with a great hit. And it's just unlucky. It comes off the post, but lucky for us. We needed that look. It drops to Semenyo just to volley it home and make it 3 for the Mariners. We've literally Crystal Palaced them the first game of the season for Man United. It's been given as a penalty, though. Of course. Not Penaldes, because he's gone. It's Man United, whatever it is, Manchester VAR. I think that's what it's called. I don't pay attention to it really, but I am now because we're being shafted by it. Not a foul in a million years, and hopefully this is just a consolation as they're going to make changes themselves here. Marcus Rashford for his second penalty of the game. And why the heck did I move left? Man United with a late goal here to try and spark a comeback as it's just put past Chevalier. 2 penalties for Man United though, both dispatched, and if it weren't for that, it'd be 3-0. We've done so well here with 10 men. We can't throw away these 3 points now. These will be huge for the club. A huge statement of intent that we're not just going to finish bottom of this league, as we're going to get the pass going as well. 2 minutes of added time. We could beat Manchester United here, just passing it round the back, calmly, as I really want this final whistle to go, and I'm going to erupt as Hove with the ball in the middle to Balogun. I don't care about going forward, just blow this whistle as it's blown, and we have beaten Manchester United at Old Trafford in our first 3 points of the Premier League season, courtesy of Antonio Semenyo hat-trick, and I can't be happier than I am right now. We proved we had it in us after Manchester City and Everton last season that we can compete in the Premier League. And yes, it's still early doors, it's our first 3 points, but that is huge to me as we have a cup game now threaded before West Ham. Not ideal for fitness and of course for transfers, so I might try and sim this one. It's a risk, but I'm going to have to take risks and think about the Prem. And as you can see, I am rotating this lineup. I know you guys want to see me do well in the Cups. I do too, but it's a game we've got to sim at the moment. I want to get the Premier League off to a start. Maybe the FA Cup, once it starts in January, is the competition we take much more seriously than the Carabao Cup. As Gretterson is in goal, Stacey, me comes in, Ivan and Mola, with Dan Smith, Dowell, Hove and Todd Cantwell on the right, with Jeff Gott and Semenyo. So I still think it's strong enough. Fulham were in our division last year. I still think it's definitely strong enough to beat them. However, I don't know if it's going to. Probably being simmed with Gretterson in the goal, it might not. But it's a gamble I'm going to take, so quick sim it. They've got a full team out, Petkovic up front. I'm expecting a peppering, but I'm thinking about West Ham as we actually win the game! We actually won the game! Jeff Gott with 2 goals and Petkovic with a consolation. I honestly really thought we were going to get hammered there, so that's actually decent. And now on to West Ham with 2 wins on the trot. And that is great, but what isn't really great, but then again, we won without him last game, is Mark Gehi going 36 million in the bank though, cha-ching, and that is for tomorrow. maybe a bit today in the first half of the transfer window, and of course January. However, despite that win and a lot of good performances, I am going to change back to what I think is a strong formation for this league. I like how all the strikers as well are scrapping for Victor Campuzano's place, which is a plus, even though he's probably going to come back into the team once he's fit, with Chevalier in goal again, Stacey, Jones back in, Ivan and Mola. Smith stays in as well, with Pope, and Todd Cantwell coming onto that wing. Hove is very unlucky not to be in the team as well, just tired, with Semenyo and Balogun just over Jeffcott because of what he's done in the Premier League and Arsenal experience. So Jeffcott's really pushing on the door as well. I absolutely love the striking mentality of all the players, really going for it. And West Ham got to be competitive here and keep up our streak with Nubel in net, decent keeper. Traore, Bilbao, Cisse, Quaresma and Masuaku with a 5 at the back. Musonda, Rice, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Madueke with a strong midfield with Josh Meisjer up front. Looked at him last season. Now I know where he's gone. Watched Leeds play against West Ham last night as well on the television, so hopefully we can do a good job here against West Ham as Semenyo keeps the ball right there. Balogun looking for an early one. Mind the cheeky attacking intent as Charlie Musonda's gone down there. Going to wait for him to get back up as he has done now. Looking for another pass to Josh Meisjer, but we've cut that out. And now Brandon Pope onto Balogun. Get this partnership flourishing even more. But he's going to go out wide to Dan Smith. Want to see what he's capable of in his first start as he gives it to Clinton Mola as well. Can he whip a good ball in towards the front post to Semenyo? We're on target. Quite a bit too easy for the keeper in the end though, to be fair, I think, as Musonda now goes back to Meisjer. Ivan cuts that out onto Madueke, the player I really wanted to sign. If he scores against us, that will be fitting, wouldn't it? As Musonda around the corner to Meisjer though. Got to try and stop a shot coming in, and Jones does really well. I am actually loving how Phil Jones is playing. Yes, I never thought I'd say that really, but it's true. It's really true as Dan Smith now has a run down this left-hand side. First time he gets to show his pace. Gives it into Semenyo. Gives it into Balogun. This could come from Phil Jones. Has tackled Todd Cantwell for his first goal. Still searching for it. And a corner ball here for West Ham after a glorious tackle from, you guessed the name, Phil Jones again. Leads to a chance there, but Semenyo gets there first. Charlie Musonda, no hands in the air, boys, if this shot comes in, as it's a good tackle. Phil Jones again, the captain of Grimsby, leading the way as half an hour in. 0-0 still against West Ham, and I'd take a point, but then again, we just beat Man United. These are comfortably mid-table so far as well. After the first couple of games, we've got a chance there. And Josh Meisjer takes it. Experience against Chevalier from playing at Bordeaux. And it shows as he gets in front of the defender and puts the Hammers in front. We just show him a peep, a goal, and he takes it. Ivan doesn't put enough pressure on the number 41. Phil Jones with, I won't say a mistake, just kind of a mistake actually. Wrong side to be fair. And Chevalier's not saving from that close in. 1-0 to West Ham. Charlie Musonda here. Looks like West Ham are going to look for another one until Mola comes to clip that away. Dan Smith now in the middle, going to look for a switch on. That's a decent switch as well. Into Brandon Pope, who can just charge forward, who should be captain, but I don't think he has the traits for it, to be fair, so I'm not going to force him to be it. As Semenyo with good turning, we got a good run off us there, but the defender just shuts us down. And quite a lacklustre first half, to be fair, and it's 1-0 to West Ham. I feel like this is going to be a game of fine margins, and they have the advantage in it, so not great. Really not great, but then again, I think the boys have still done well, considering they are the better team with the players they have. I mean, they have just gone and spent 77 million on the winger Madueke, who hasn't got involved in this game at all. I find funny, because I thought he were really going to jinx us. However, he's got a pass off there. Give him a bit of credit. As the Hammers come forward again, Josh Meisjer with the ball. And they have scored. I mean, he was involved in the move. Shouldn't have laughed too early. It's Oxlade-Chamberlain this time who threads the ball through to the man. And it's now 2. Hopefully we don't get hammered by the Hammers, as, I don't know, I just said that for the pun really. And it's a good goal. It's just him for a goal. Driven shot into that bottom corner. Chevalier maybe could do better, but I ain't going to blame the keeper on that. It's just poor playmaking in the midfield, as now he gets his 3rd of the season. And Declan Rice there. Ivan with a good tackle. I guess we actually didn't do as well as Leeds did in real life. The result is the same. Hopefully I didn't jinx it with that. Hopefully we can try and get back into this game as Brandon Pope, Semenyo making a good run straight into Quaresma in the defence. I've got 5 at the back. And Kieran Dowell gives it on to Brandon Pope now. Takes a bit of a dodgy touch, but it's still through the middle to Balogun. Could we get a lifeline here? I was thinking about taking him off for Jeffcott, but he does get a goal. Get that ball and get back to the centre spot, Florian, because that is a good little bit of promise. 3rd goal for him now. He's on the same form as Josh Meisjer, as I'm going to take Toddy off as well. Toddy Cantwell, that is. as he hasn't really had the impact I expected him to have at the Mariners, being our biggest signing ever, but still, I'll give him faith, as we've got faith back in this game. But have we got the time for it? Josh Meischer's through again, though, and Ivan has been spectacular without Maita Gehi in these 2 games that he's had. So I don't get what's happening there. Maybe it was never a good partnership, as Pope's running forward as well here. Going to keep the ball out wide. I mean, I have really enjoyed this performance so far. We've been very unlucky in the games that we've played as well. Of course, Southampton scoring late on. This game's been a bit unlucky with the timings of the goals as Balogun. We still could level this up though. Balogun with a run round the corner. He could get on it and oh, what a tackle. What a tackle, because it's even led to a goal kick. That could have been Balogun just threading it into the bottom corner. See what I mean about luck? Just not getting it at the moment as Diodo Sama is on the field now, and Rabiot. Don't know why he doesn't start. Declan Rice onto Diodo Saba again. Phil Jones with a good tackle. Stacey comes across. I mean, his defending does look decent at times, but when they're through like this, it doesn't. Sama just push him out wide. Ivan still playing really well, but still can't get the foot on the ball. We've got literally a minute left, and that is never a free kick. So now we have to defend this one before we can get to the side of the field. It's Stacey to chip it in. Oh, no, not a good header. It was Stacey who I was controlling, sorry. Chevalier. Let's get forward really quick. Jeff Gott's now on the field. On to Florian Balogun. They've got 5 at the back. He might have to go himself, but I don't care. We can try. Please don't blow the whistle, referee. Jeff Gott with it. Make that run round Hove. Oh, and a really good block. I mean, unlucky, boys. It was a really good try, but just not to be in the final, was it? Really good try. I've got faith we can stay up with the performance we've put in, as it's a game of fine margins, like I said, and West Ham come out on top. Just unlucky, boys, as next month we have another cup game against Brentford, which isn't a bad one as well. We could be going far in this Carabao Cup. We'll have to start simulating games as well next episode, as we have deadline date up right now. I actually don't know if I'm going to skip a little bit. We've even made profit in this window as well, which I kind of don't like. You know, we've brought in 5 players, but I'd like to see us spending more, because we need to really spend more to stay in this division, which I think we will do in due time. I mean, look at Southampton. They've spent more, much more than us. I mean, Watford haven't spent much. Look how much profit West Brom have made. Holy moly. And in fact, with how much we've done today, we've sold a big player, we've played 3 games, I'm going to leave the full deadline day tomorrow. You might be angry with me right now, but I guarantee you when tomorrow comes and you get to see a full day of transfers to start off with, full 10 hours, you'll be much happier then. And plus, gives more time for suggestions to come in. As thank you guys for watching. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, as I think we've been... I know we've lost a couple of games, but tremendous in the starts of the Premier League. Couldn't have asked more from the boys, and I will see you all in the next episode, which I hope you guys will stay tuned and around for. In a bit, have a nice day, and peace.